Hello and welcome. As a hotel AI expert, I'm delighted to welcome all of you, the students of Europe Hotel School, to this session. In our industry, you can orchestrate a perfect stay for a guest, but all that hard work can unravel in the last 5 minutes, and the culprit, more often than not, is a billing dispute. So today, we're going to dive into how to master these critical moments and turn what could be a conflict into an opportunity to create a guest for life. I want you to really let this sink in. It's so true, isn't it? A guest can love the room, the food, the service, everything can be perfect. But if that final interaction, the checkout, is confusing or confrontational, that's the memory they leave with. That final impression is everything. So here's our game plan for today. First, we're going to dissect a dispute, really understand its anatomy and root causes. Then, we'll shift to building a proactive defense to stop these issues before they even start. We'll also cover how to master the moment when a dispute does happen. And finally, we'll look at why these challenges are actually the ultimate opportunity for excellence. Okay, let's dive right in. It's so important to understand this. A billing dispute at checkout isn't the beginning of the problem, not at all. It's actually just the final symptom of a small crack or oversight that happened much earlier in the guest's journey with you. When we look at the data, disputes tend to fall into three main buckets. The biggest one by far, at 45%, is confusion over rate inclusions, what the guest thought was included in their price. Next up, we have incorrect postings, about a third of the time. And finally, the most nuanced category, service quality. But the good news, every single one of these is manageable. So let's talk about that big one, rate inclusions. From the guest's perspective, this just feels unfair. It feels like a hidden charge. But from our operational side, it almost always comes down to one thing, unclear communication. That critical moment during booking or check-in wasn't crystal clear. And remember, the guest isn't trying to be difficult. They're just operating on a different set of expectations that we failed to set properly. Now, incorrect postings. This is all about operational discipline. It's so easy for a simple typo to happen, right? A restaurant charges posted to room 401 instead of 104. To us, it's a quick fix, but to the guest in 401, it's instantly frustrating. It makes them question our competence, and it really erodes the trust we've worked so hard to build. And then we have this third category, which is a whole different ballgame. This isn't about facts and figures. It's about feelings and value. The guest is saying the experience didn't live up to the price. Trying to argue with them about whether a meal was good enough is a battle you will lose every single time. This requires emotional intelligence. It's about listening, acknowledging, and showing true empathy. So we know the causes, but how do we get ahead of these issues? Well, knowing is half the battle. But the best strategy is always prevention. A strong, proactive defense can eliminate the vast majority of these disputes before they even have a chance to happen. Your defense really rests on three core pillars. First, being proactive with the guest's folio. Second, being absolutely rigorous in how you authorize charges. And third, maintaining strict discipline in how you manage rates. Let's break down each one. Okay, pillar one, proactive folio reviews. Think about it. Why do we wait until the guest has their bags packed and a taxi waiting to show them their bill? It's a recipe for stress. Instead, what if you offer them a copy the night before departure? This simple, transparent act lets you clear up any questions in a relaxed, low-pressure setting. It builds so much confidence and gets rid of any nasty surprises. Pillar 2 is about rigorous authorization. And the key word is rigorous. This means eliminating all assumptions. Every single time a charge is posted, whether it's from the spa, the restaurant, anywhere, the team member must verify the guest's name and room number. It has to be a non-negotiable step. This requires seamless coordination across all departments, making accuracy a shared responsibility. And our third pillar, disciplined rate management. Your property management system has to be the single source of truth. No side notes, no verbal promises, any discount, any package change, any special arrangement, it gets documented correctly in the system, period. The rate in your PMS must perfectly mirror what was confirmed to the guest. This is all about maintaining the integrity of your financial agreement. But let's be real, even with the best defense in the world, disputes will still happen sometimes. So what do you do when you're face-to-face with an upset guest? This is where your technical skills take a backseat and mastering the human element becomes everything. So before we go on, I want to ask you a question. I want you to really think about it. In that tense moment with an unhappy guest questioning their bill, what is your single most important immediate goal? What's your top priority? The answer is 2 words in this exact order: de-escalate, then investigate. And that order is absolutely crucial. Your first job is not to be right. It's not to prove the charge is valid. Your first job is to lower the emotional temperature in the room. Only once the guest feels heard and respected can you calmly and effectively begin to investigate the facts of the situation together. Let's break this down. In that moment, you have a choice between 2 paths. The path that builds trust is where you acknowledge their feelings, you stay calm, you're transparent with records. This shows respect. The other path, the one that damages trust, is where you argue, get defensive, or dismiss their concern. And that path only leads to more conflict. So as we wrap up, I want to completely reframe this whole topic. A billing dispute shouldn't be seen as a failure. It shouldn't be seen as just a problem you have to solve. It should be seen as one of the greatest opportunities you have to demonstrate what true hospitality is all about, turning conflict into connection. This quote really captures the mindset of a top-tier professional. You see, there's a well-known phenomenon called the service recovery paradox. It proves that a guest who has a problem that is resolved exceptionally well can become even more loyal than a guest who had no problems at all. You are literally turning a moment of conflict into a moment of powerful connection. So handling these moments well goes way beyond just fixing one bell. You're preserving a long-term guest relationship. You are getting priceless direct feedback that can help you fix a systemic weakness. You're reinforcing your hotel's culture of service. And you are demonstrating the incredible value of a well-trained, empowered front office team. So as you move forward in your careers, I want you to carry this question with you. Every single one of these challenging moments is a choice. You can treat it as just an unpleasant transaction you need to get through, or you can see it for what it is, a turning point, a chance to strengthen a guest's loyalty for life. The choice is always yours.